Hello, everyone, and welcome to the SCOOPS AFLW Trade Wrap. Day one. We had three moves happen today. Darcy Moloney headed from Geelong to the Swans for pick 22. Courtney Murphy joined Essendon from GWS for pick 65. And Keely Coyne, the former Western Bulldogs player, has joined the Hawks as a delisted free agent. Go through that and many more right here on Day one Trade Wrap video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Please share this video around as well and subscribe if you haven't already. And smash the like button. We're aiming for 20 likes for this video, like we do for at least at a bare minimum each and every video. And please follow my Instagram, AFLW, if you haven't already. Now, the three moves that happened today. You know, the one thing I love about the AFLW trade period compared to the men's is a lot of these proposed trades, you hear about some clearly, but like Keely Coyne was never linked once to Hawthorn publicly. And I like that surprise element, which we don't get in the AFL one. So I saw this today. I'm like, oh, okay. Never heard that mentioned once. Keely Coyne, she's 21 years of age, playing the backline for the Bulldogs. Unfortunately, was injured this year. Was let go by the Dogs recently. And the Hawks have picked her up, and she'll add to their backline when she plays. So, what I think, again, it's like a hit and miss. Like, it's the list of free agent. If it works, that's fantastic. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And Keely gets another opportunity. I feel like she was worthy of staying on the Bulldogs list. I feel like the injury just didn't help her and players playing in her position at the Dogs. So, good luck to Keely at the Hawks. Now, the big one of the day was Darcy Moloney. Had the Swans' interest for a long time with the Eagles. She had chosen Sydney. And for better opportunities, Darcy has joined the Swans. The Swans say that Darcy can play through the midfield and up forward, as she did at Geelong, for pick 22. Again, the AFLW trade pick swaps a little bit different to the men's one. In fact, drastically different. There's no future picks going in or out. You have to have a minimum of 2 selections in the draft, where the men's is 3. The bidding system is a bit different. You have to have a pick within 18 selections of where the bid would come. So, for example, if Havana Harris for the Gold Coast Suns had a bid at pick 2, Gold Coast would have to have a pick between 2 and 20 to be able to match it. So, that's an example right there. A little bit different to the men's one, but it's just because it's, the draft is smaller in quantity in terms of like draft picks and everything. So, don't be fooled by looking at the draft order at the moment where it's like up to pick 143. That just never happens. And because there's no future picks, I believe that's why they have it pushed out a little bit. Clubs don't even have that many list spots available. So, that's just how it is. It never ends up being anywhere near that. It'll be around 50 probably, potentially in the 40s as well. But yeah, Darcy Moloney to the Swans. I love the move. They're going to lose Ella Heads to Port Adelaide, which is a big loss for the Swans, more than they probably think. I'm sure they didn't want to lose Ella Heads to Port Adelaide. Going to be a great addition to the power backline. And she's only 21, 22 herself, Ella Heads, and she's a future star defender. And even played on the wing a little bit for the Swans this year as well, especially in the back half of the season. There was a game at Whitten Oval between Essendon and Sydney, funnily enough. Whitten Oval for a non-Bulldogs game. And Ella played on the wing that game, and I was there, and she was just dominating. She got that late goal, which gave them the chance to win. And they almost stole it from the Bombers in that game late. But Ella was very, very good in that game. And I thought she was pretty consistent throughout the year. Pushed out of the position in the back line where Brenna Tarrant was there. Kiara Hillier played some games. Lucy McAvoy and some of the other players in that back line as well. Alice Mitchell's another one. So I feel like they pushed her out of the back line a little bit. And that's probably part of the reason why she's leaving to go to Port Adelaide. But, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But Darcy Moloney is a big get for the Swans. So the Swans are going to be very active, and we'll see what they do for the rest of the trade because they're going to be active, just like my Saints, who will get Charlotte Baskaran from the Hawks and Nicole Barr from GWS, an experienced midfielder, 28 years of age. Charlotte's only 21, with some speed through the midfield and play up forward as well if need be. Saints are targeting Amber Clark, an experience in terms of plays pretty much every week at the Bombers, but she's contracted for another year. The small, speedy forward. So there's some names to look out for the Saints. Courtney Murphy, the fringe ruckman from GWS, the former Brisbane Lions player, has now joined the Bombers for pick 65, which is around the pick range. So she may get a lot of games next year, Courtney Murphy, because Steph Wales, unfortunately did her ACL for the Bombers late in the season, and they've really got a main ruck now. So Sophie Alexander's there, but Courtney Murphy will compete with her, I suppose, for the number one ruck spot, and maybe they might draft one. Who knows? So we'll have to wait and see what happens there with that. So they're the moves today, but there's some other names to keep an eye out on. Taylor Harris is preferred to apparently want to go to the Hawks over Collingwood, but there was a 7-team proposal that fell through. There was a 6-team proposal that fell through. Basically, would have got Baskaran to the Saints, Najwa Allen to the Hawks. It would have got potentially Mattia Breed out of Hawthorn, and a few other players around that. And pick swaps with Collingwood and Geelong and North Melbourne were discussed as well. And Gold Coast, obviously, with Lily Mithen and Melbourne. So all those trades will probably happen, but in a different way to what this ideal trade proposal that there was. But yeah, that's all for day one. Please stay up to date with all the AFLW trade news and delisted fantasy moves, the draft, and all that right here on the YouTube channel, AFL Information, Trade Rumors and Results, on Facebook, which is over 57,000 followers. Same name, AFL Information, Trade Rumors and Results, and on Instagram, AFL Info Live, where you get all the posts, all the new signings, the moment they come out. Thank you all, and of course, any exclusives that I may have along the way. All right, thank you all, and come on, Saints, do your work. You say you're going to be bold this trade period. Well, the media say that you say you are. So keep attacking the trade. Try and get these good players in. Great to target the ones you so far reportedly are. But do more. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll then play finals next year. And now the draft, of course. Go Saints.